Ladies and gentlemen, we're live on the zone and we're all set to go for our next bout of the evening. Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing present 10 rounds for the vacant English and WBA International Flyweight Championship. The bouts are sponsored by Betfred, Drip, Riyadh Season, Tom Life Insurance, That Prize Guy, and Everlast. This bout is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Steward in charge is Suzanne Potts. Your WBA supervisor is Mariana Bonisova, and your 3 scoring judges at ringside are Phil Edwards, Steve Gray, and Bob Williams. Your timekeeper is Anthony Rushton, and your referee is A-star referee Michael Alexander. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 111.2 pounds, wearing red, yellow, and black. He's had 15 fights, 7 wins, 6 defeats, and 2 draws. From Shard in Somerset, it's Paul Roberts. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing brown and gold. He weighed in at 111.6 pounds. He's undefeated. 5 fights, 5 wins, 2 inside the distance. From Warsaw, the great Hamza.
Well, as you both know the rules, so let's just have a good, clean fight, okay? Most of all, remember to defend yourselves at all times, all right? Push close.
The tones of Michael Alexander, who was a good pro back in the day from Doncaster. Got a win over Richard Williams. English flyweight title on the line, WBA International as well.
Round 1.
Hamza Uddin, the precocious 22-year-old, in with Paul Roberts, and a fast run over from Uddin. Roberts, a more seasoned pro, the classic 8-stone division. Speed, reflexes. Often Barry Jones gives us top tussles, don't they?
Yeah, they do, yeah. And I think it's important here for Roberts to try and start a little bit fast, because Uddin's had all his own way so far in his career, and he's been fantastic as well in those 5 fights. But if you can just unsettle him very, very early, it'll be a situation he's not used to, and that might just give you an opportunity to get a foothold in the fight.
Yeah, he's had everything his own way as a young novice pro. Looked very well. All the attributes you mentioned there, Adam, on point, very quick, the reaction so sharp, and he does have this bit between his teeth. He likes to impress. You see there as the bell sounded, straight over, look for the left hook, and wants to be the boss on the front foot.
He's got this cocksure attitude, which is always impressive to see early on, and the speed there of the right hand. He darts in and out, Hamza Uddin, and he's building up a fan base. People are starting to talk about him. You see the jab there, the orthodox style. But Roberts has been around, 15 fights in. He's won almost half of them. Based down in Chard in Somerset. Spends time sparring up in Bristol and TMA Ayton's gym. And they're full of confidence that he's got the experience to be able to deal with Uddin, fighting for titles before and going rounds.
And that in and out movement you were talking about is going to be a problem for Roberts, because he likes to counter Roberts. He wants you to come at him because he's fast enough. He has nice loose reflexes, but with Uddin taking that step back out all the time, that's going to cause Roberts a few problems. So I think Roberts has to sort of flip it and try and be a little bit more aggressive.
And earlier he landed a lovely right hand, Uddin, and it was because Roberts, he just showed his shots. There was a sign, and he just was able to get out of range and throw a lovely right hand back. So he's going to have to make sure he fires in quickly. Roberts doesn't show anything.
I like the movement already of Uddin, getting out of range and in, utilising the jab to head and body. Flashy left, and heads coming close together. But at the moment, it's the speed of Hamza Uddin.
He really fancies this.
And look at that, the swagger as well, hands down. That's why the fans like him. Smile from Hamza Uddin, his round.
If you had the choice, what prize would change your life?
Yes. Woohoo!
Competitions from as little as 5p per entry. What are you waiting for? You could be next to change your life for that prize, guys.
There's the corner of Hamza Uddin, who impressed in those first 3 minutes.
Yeah, he was sharp, wasn't he? Confident, full of self-belief, and really looking to put on a good show here, landing some nice, sharp left hooks.
The brown and gold of the great Hamza Uddin. No pressure there on that nickname.
Well, he gave it to himself. He fancies it, fancies himself, and there's an awful lot to like about the young man. There really is.
Already some reddening around the body of Paul Roberts after the opening round. I was talking to one of his friends earlier, a lad called Jockey, who does some training alongside him, and he was saying that he fought Reece Bellotti in the amateurs and he hadn't been hit as hard. And Bellotti really carries power. Reece against Josh Padley to come next. Really looking forward to that. But Hamza Uddin's speed and class beginning to tell very early in this one.
Again, he jumps in, and that's something there's a cut of the right eye from the first round, that was, by the way, there for Roberts. But he jumps in, Uddin, and that's something you wouldn't tell a fighter to do, but it's hard to read. Again, there, looks to the floor, and then jumps in with that right hook, that left hook, sorry.
Couple of stoppages already for the young Uddin, and he is really looking to take control, asserting himself. Cut to the right eye, reddened and a little dazed as well. Paul Roberts may not have seen somebody with this ability in front of him.
Good shot. So sharp, isn't he? So accurate as well with that left hook. The speed, lightning, it really is. And Roberts already now just kind of hesitant and just reluctant to let his shots go. There's counters firing back every time he falls short with a shot. And today's world, very hard to be a first, and he's aiming to be the first British Bangladeshi world champion, Hamza Uddin, so something really to strive for.
If I was Roberts, depending on how hard that jumping left hook is, I would block it. I would take it on the glove and fire off it. I mean, unless it's a real crunching shot.
Oh, good left hand, yeah.
It's very hard to evade. You're better off just swallowing it with the glove and then just throwing straight off it, because for that little space of time, Uddin's defenseless.
You've got the option as well, haven't you, to throw the right hand, as you say, block it with the right, then throw the right, or you can even throw the left hook. Yeah. As long as your right hand's up, you're in a safe zone, if you like.
Just standing in front of him more, Paul Roberts. Is he going to be more aggressive?
And honestly, I think, ironically, I think it's what he needs to do, have a bit more aggression, but I think that may play into Uddin's hands also.
Lovely left hand and a right. It's just the speed of Uddin out of range there, Roberts. Face looks a mess already.
Okay, it's not
and they work on the
it needs to
right
be a little
eye.
higher. Yeah, you've got to be switched onto that lead left hand. Yeah, but more feints.
Just getting to grips with Uddin's style.
Yeah, it's very difficult when you've got someone that has the variation, and what we're seeing here, the accuracy as well. It just takes half a step back. He leans back on that left hook, but he knows exactly where it is. That right hand got to be a bit higher, although he was throwing the right hand there. But Barry's so impressive.
He really is, the timing of that as well. So he lets you almost throw your shot to completion, and then so you're close enough that you can throw that short left hook with a bit of snap and a bit of spite in the punch as well, I thought.
Uddin looking for his 6th and most important victory. Paul Roberts has won 3 of his last 4. Has gone in with the likes of Connor Kelsall, Jack Hughes a couple of times, Harry Mullins. He's beaten undefeated fighters, and he's been around since 2017. Uddin turned over last year and is already making a footprint on this division. Come down to flyweight, made the limit, and he looks strong at the weight. And at the moment, too sharp and too good for Paul Roberts.
You can see the weight on the back foot of Roberts, so he needs to bring his feet in, Uddin. Double jab, that's it, then he can throw the right hand.
But you're right there, Dan, but the weight's on the back foot because he is naturally a counter puncher, isn't he?
Is, yeah.
And good at it, by the way, but because he has that long levers and, you know, for his size and his weight. But now it's something like we said, he should be more aggressive, but it's against your natural inclination. It's difficult to change that pattern.
It's a left hook to the body there from Uddin. First time in the fight he's utilised that. The jab, I think, is looking particularly impressive. He's mixing it up, and Roberts tries to get in close. And it may, as you've both been saying, the only way that Roberts can do this is to try and cut the range down, back up Uddin. But it's one thing doing it, and it's another dealing with someone with the intelligence of footwork. Look at this from Hamza Uddin in the 3rd.
But it's the same shot again, isn't it? It's that left hook every time he comes forward. It's that left hook that he's got to look out for. I mean, what you can't do is throw, and we said this all the time, what you can't throw single shots against a guy who can pick you off with ease. You've got to, you know, a guy who's better than you've got to just smother him with combinations, smother him in work, bundles of punches.
Yeah, I'll double the jab to the body of Uddin. Start low, finish higher, because he leans back on the shots, Uddin, so the body remains where it is.
Roberts is out of range again and again, though. Uddin shaking his head. And the precision with his jab tonight from Hamza Uddin has been excellent up to now.
Although I say he should jab to the body, Roberts. He throws a lovely chopping right hand, Uddin, so if you're telegraphing that jab to the body, there's a very good chance you'll get caught with that right hand.
Game, though, Paul Roberts. And he's landing the occasional shot. There's the jab. Can he get it going? Can't get into a rhythm at the minute.
Tell you what, he's a fighter that likes to grow into contests as well. He'll kind of increase the tempo as the fights progress, Roberts.
Bit of showboating to close the 3rd round. All for Hamza Uddin so far. Really good night here in Sheffield. Plenty of decent fights and fighters. Here's another one, Junaid Boston. Plenty to like about him in his young career so far. He's unbeaten, but he had that draw last time, and it is rematch against Bilal Fawaz. Meanwhile, a really good fight next Friday night. Matchroom live on DAZN. It is Conway Liddard. And I tell you what, the 3 of us have been debating this one for a while, haven't we?
Yeah, it's a cracker. And I tell you what, at the home of East London Boxing, York Hall, a great venue. So many fantastic fights there. And as we look at this one, the class, the speed, again, the accuracy. And look at that little, to the naked eye, subtle, but little step to the right. Brilliant work.
That's next Friday night, not Saturday. Friday at the York Hall. Conway Liddard, really, really interesting. And as Darren said, nowhere like the spit and sawdust of Bethnal Green, mind you. Sheffield's a pretty good home for boxing, and it's great to be back in the big arena as well. Nassim Hamad used to light up this place. Kell Brook, of course. And tonight, it's Dave Allen in his homecoming, and he's sold thousands, hasn't he?
He has. Bundles of tickets sold this evening. And we've been saying it in the prelims, you know, the pot of gold here for the winner of either. It's huge, it really is. You know, you're on the cuffs of the big league. You really are. It's a massive fight. And obviously in this marquee division, which is the heavyweights, The paydays are glamorous.
From the heavyweights to the flyweights. That's important for these two, Hamza Uddin and Paul Roberts. Roberts originally from Watford, now based down in Somerset. Uddin from Walsall, 7 years younger, the 22-year-old. And another sweet jab from that orthodox style. The quick movement of Hamza Uddin, impressing me, Barry.
It's just the control more. And we know he got fast hands, so that's in the bag, and he has good reactions. But it's just control as well. You're taking the centre of the ring. I know Roberts is a natural counter puncher, so he's going to allow you the centre of that ring, but still forcing Roberts to fight at your pace. I mean, it's, you know, for your 6th fight only, it's quite impressive.
Yeah, he's spiteful with his work without being greedy. You know, he won't take any silly risks. His defensive skills are very good. Reactions, he relies on them a lot, but so fast, and he'll look to counter, which he can do with ease. Roberts, I still think, needs to bring those feet. He's got to be sharp. That's not good enough. If you're going to lead with the right hand, there's a good chance you're going to get countered. He's got a lot further to travel than that lead hand.
And what Uddin did in the first round, I know I say it all the time, but I keep saying it, he hit him with something hard very early. All of a sudden, that puts Roberts on notice. He's thinking, I can't make a mistake now, because I'm going to feel that. You make a mistake, he makes you pay for it, he makes you pay with power. And that just slows the fighter down. Gives a, once you put a secondary thought in a fighter's head, you're slowing them down by half a second. You literally have a free range to let your hands go. And that's what he's done here, Uddin.
Double left hook. Classy work. From what I can see here, Adam, looks like they've done a good job with that right eye.
Yep, but that jab's not going to help it. And again, with that wand of a left hand, Hamza Uddin possesses, and the slight arrogance too as he looks out at the crowd and likes to entertain and showboat. It's all about that in this business. Sam Jones, his manager at ringside, very excited about Hamza Uddin.
Take your time. Take your time, yeah. Keep you reserved, yeah.
Well, I mentioned Reece Bellotti earlier, and that's the assignment for this man. Josh Padley there with Jason Cunningham, just going through the finishing touches to an important night for Josh in what's been a big year for him.
I tell you what, looks in great shape, doesn't he? Dropping down to super featherweight. He's a great fighter, really had bundles of experience.
Big at super feather, look at him.
Yeah.
Just looks a bit deflated, doesn't he? Paul Roberts.
Don't worry about it, he's absolutely fine. Change the tactic up now, he's probably expecting you to stand.
Good honest pro. Looking for his 8th victory if he can get it. English and WBA international flyweight belts on the line. He's lost 6 times. He's not been stopped. He's a hard man, Roberts. But at the moment, just being outboxed, outthought, and outclassed by Hamza Uddin.
He's come up with a bit of intent here, though, Roberts. I think the corner said something. I couldn't quite hear him. Something about, you know, he won't expect it. Maybe that was, he won't expect you to come forward, though, try and push the pace.
Yeah, you can't have another round like the previous, the 4th round there. It was all Hamza Uddin sort of nullifying any of the work coming his way from Roberts, pushing him back where he wanted him. So, yeah, you can see Roberts, he's trying to be a bit more aggressive on that front foot. Doesn't need to be sloppy, though. He needs to be sharp with the feet, with the hands.
Can't lean over the front foot, though. That's important. They're coming over the... Getting your chest over your front knee's okay. Your head over your front foot is... You're in trouble there.
Coming off that victory over Leandro Jose Blanc in June, Hamza Uddin wants to keep busy. Sometimes tough matching the flyweights. And this is a good step up for him in fight number 6. Domestic belt on the line.
Some good work there from Roberts. It was a little unorthodox, and it made Uddin think. He led with a couple of right hands. Then he finished with a double jab. Maybe that's the key to success for Roberts. Oh, he's uncertainly left to the body.
Was a beauty from Hamza Uddin. He tried it a couple of rounds ago, and this one landed very sweetly. He's up, Roberts, but there's plenty of time left in the round, and here comes Hamza Uddin. He was down again, a sickening, double dose of body shots from Hamza Uddin. Roberts again to his feet, but Uddin here, well, he's boxed really well for the first 4.5 rounds, and now he's looking to finish it with a stoppage in his third body shot, and the towel's gone in. Hamza Uddin is the English flyweight champion, and he's dancing for joy. It's a brilliant performance in only his 6th professional outing. Hamza Uddin announces himself big time in Sheffield tonight.
Very, very, very good performance that from Hamza Uddin, a mature performance. Had everything his own way, the accuracy, the speed, the know-how, the intelligence, and then the spiteful attack to the body of Roberts. So impressive. And the grimace on mine and Barry's face, who both have taken heavy body shots.